Tep, welcome to Tarot TV. For today's card, we will be discussing the Justice card and the goddess Ma'at of supreme wisdom, equilibrium, and balance. She is the goddess of universal equilibrium and harmony. How do we know that the Justice card is Ma'at? I'm going to go through some slides with you. So, for those of you who are new, welcome. And for those of you who have been watching, welcome back, guys. I appreciate it. For these cards, we're going to be discussing each and every god and goddess of the Egyptian Metuneter Kemetic school of thought and how the numbers play a role in your birthday and how the energies of these great gods and goddesses affect you as we explore the continuation of this series entitled Tarot Cards, The Origins in Kemet and Egypt. Now, last time I showed you this slide, right? Ra wanted to manifest itself as the first element, so it created Shu, the god of wind, and Tefnut, the god of moisture. They in turn created Geb and Nut, the sky, the earth and the sky. Now, Ra also had another offspring from the energy of Shu. Earlier, I mentioned this was where Ma'at was created earlier in the slides. So just check out the story highlights so you can go back and reference. So this is where Ma'at was created. Her brother, her twin brother, Shu, also has this feather above his head because it signifies the power of the mind and the element of wind. So naturally, Ma'at and Shu both have this feather. The ostrich feather of Ma'at here, you can see 3 tarot cards which hold the theme and the constant of universal truth. The Fool, which is the embodiment of Ra Herukate. The Death card, which is Ra in his descent, which we're going to discuss. And the Sun card, all 3 of which are all carrying the feather of Shu and Ma'at. Now I'm going to explain how the feather was used. In the afterlife, your heart was weighed on the scales of truth. If the feather of Ma'at was heavier than your heart, then your soul could not ascend into the gates of eternity, and your essence would be devoured by the devourer. Sometimes this would be the god Sobek, who would destroy your soul, and you wouldn't have a chance to reincarnate. And so this is why the Justice card can be seen with these 2 scales. Now, Ma'at was the wife and consort to the great god who was also self-created, Jehuti or Thoth. Together, they created a daughter together. Her name was Shashat, the goddess of writing and of arithmetic, and also the god of storytelling. So Ma'at and Jehuti together created this beautiful being who I'm going to show in the next slide. You can see the happy family, all intellectuals. They would represent the intellectual class. We have Thoth, Jehuti, the god of magic, who I explained was on the magician card. We have Ma'at, who is on the current card discussed. And Shashat, who can share the same card, Justice. So they're associated with Diana and Selena, and also they're connected to teachers. Ma'at is a symbol of law and justice and equilibrium. As a matter of fact, the 42 laws of Ma'at were said to have been created directly from the goddess and channeled to the Egyptian scribes. I have them here with me, and I'm going to share them with you now. You got the glasses on now, old man time. And so these are the 42 laws of Ma'at. They were the predecessors to the 10 Commandments and even the Code of Hammurabi. So I'm going to read them quickly before time runs out. This goes fast. I honor virtue. I benefit without violence. I am non-violent. I respect the property of others. I affirm that all life is sacred. I give offerings that are genuine and generous. I live in truth. I hold sacred those objects that are consecrated in the divine. I speak the truth. I eat only my fair share. I speak words of good intent. I relate in peace. I honor animals as sacred. I can be trusted. I care for the earth. I keep my own counsel. I speak positively of others. I remember balance with my emotions. I am trustful in my relationships. I hold purity in high esteem. I spread joy. I do the best I can. I communicate with compassion. I listen to opposing opinions. I create harmony. I invoke laughter. I am open to love in various forms. I am forgiving. I am non-abusive. I act respectively of others. I am non-judgmental. I follow my inner guidance. I speak without disturbing others. I do good. I give blessings. I keep the waters pure. I speak with optimism. I praise truth. I am humble. I achieve with integrity. I advance through my own abilities. I embrace the all. These are the beautiful 42 laws of Ma'at, which really set up the codes of virtue and honor and serenity and just overall good living. Peace, love, and Imhotep. Tomorrow I'll be discussing the 12th major arcana card, the 13th part of the series called the Hangman card, and I'm going to explain to you the god of the hangman and what he represents and what he does. So stay tuned, and as always, peace, love, and blessings, Imhotep.